Welcome everybody, here's your Strategy Wolf, and welcome back to Strategic Command World War 1 Empires in Turmoil, the Shadows of the Tsar scenario versus Balthazor Strategic Arcana. Our little rematch, or big rematch actually, after I got humiliated in the first match. Playing the Reds, we're playing the Whites right now, trying to achieve the same success as he did and show that we are on level. Hopefully we can do it. This is the third or fourth term? I'm getting fourth. Yeah, we sped up after the last days when I was on a short trip. Fourth turn. When this is released, I already am probably like 6 or 7 turns further in. So guys, we are releasing the staggered. You have very much incentivized to let me know what you think. Put your stuff in the comments, your thoughts and so forth. However, it can never be fully respected since there's some lead time for us. Yeah. Just a little info. Apart from this, yeah, we are besieging Tsaritsyn, and so far the south had we were moving forward without a lot of resistance. Made a little bit of a mistake next to Astrakhan, where we're probably losing a division, and we are under pressure in the Ural. That's what we're expecting. Let's see what the enemy did in detail and how we can react, or what we can do to keep on pushing. Okay, good that the north here was holding up. Damn it. Is Kiev actually? No, it doesn't seem like Kiev is falling this turn, but they're sieging Kiev. I was already like a little bit in hope that I might be able to... Oh, here we're getting shredded. Be able to hold it for a bit. Wow, the attacks here. Okay, now we know where all the troops went. This is intense. Yeah, completely different approach than I had. Now I see how people meant, and I know that also... But the Astrakhan guys survived or what? Did you not see that one? Oh, phew, yeah, the Euros are really getting beat hard. Southern Whites, the French withdraw as planned. Yeah, nicely we could still like beat them last time. I mean, it's of course we're making progress here since he's like radically really going towards here. And we're definitely going, we have to retreat over here, there's no other way. Let's see if he's going to wait until they're on lower supply or not. And what about Astrakhan? Yeah, our guys did survive. I didn't see this coming. Nice. That's great. Apart from this, yeah, here the siege of Kiev has commenced. However, I think there will be troops, of course. I think with the Poles being freed up and with the Ukrainians slowly incoming, I might be able to actually, yeah, or we can stabilize this. Maybe we will retreat here a bit, not to risk our troops too hard. Maybe we're putting the division in here. It might be just as a little bit of a annoyance effort. Yeah, if you watched my other Let's Plays on Strategic Command, I took my pauses, took my notes and so forth, and had this thinking pause. Let me know, these days, I feel like here, since we have, yeah, limited MPPs for every faction, let's say, we have, it's not that important in my opinion, because I can do it on the fly. Maybe I'll do it when I have really significant decisions to make. You guys let me know what you think, how you want to do it, and guys, here, I'm already excited, Tsaritsyn is going to fall. But let's start it in the north as always. Yes, where this one is really helpful. Since, yeah, I was a little bit under stress or worried that this might go badly, but now we have here our entrenched boys, basically we on 10, and these guys as reserve can take them to 8. Let's see what we need to do first. First of all, and then we can actually take this here, which is really surprising. Okay, here he's standing. Interesting, and not quite significantly actually. Yeah, okay. This is where the north is surprisingly manned, so I feel like definitely the Ural seems to be priority number 1 of the enemy, and then in combination probably with the north, since there's definitely no need to bring that many troops here, in my opinion. How much is the north? The north is this one, right? Yeah. At some point we have to, of course, help out with our HQ over here. I think this is something we could start off by now. Bringing these guys here so that they're closer here. The British... The Americans are not staying anyways very long, so I think for the moment they can pretend some interesting presence over here. And best case get into fights, while the Brits I'm going to withdraw as planned to the south. Since, I mean, we're having until October basically, but nevertheless. I don't think that... Yeah, I could have waited actually with the HQ, but... It's okay. And I think the ships here, I haven't really understood if there's any value in the ships here. I mean, just, I guess it's the historical role model, but where would I use them? So... Okay, I think I have to ship them up here. I hope there's no... But I didn't read anything. I went to the strategy guide a couple of times. And I hope I didn't ignore anything important. Yeah, I think the next step here is the... These guys can also dig in. Just here's this... There's a lake, that's good. And then we're gonna start reinforcing here the HQ. Or do we need to wait for some research badly? One could argue you want to do this first. But if the enemy is pushing us, then the second chit might come anyways too late. So I'd rather have them on some kind of fighting strength. And I guess Maruchevsky here, if he... Yeah, is an influential factor. So let's do that. So much about the north here. Yeah, nothing too bad, nothing too problematic. Alright, coming to the... Oh wow, they were hit hard actually. Let's do this, then let's use our submarine to... I'm surprised that the enemy is using his fleet so offensively actually, since... yeah, why? That's great, taking out the fleet pretty early here. And I think I'll also send them here. There must be one more, yeah, that's a good success for the Royal Navy. I think the sooner as they're gone, the less we have to think about these problematics that might arise. Did he reinforce actually the Dreadnought, or was this just drive out on very low strength? Otherwise, this must have been an idea or strategy of his that totally went wrong, in my opinion, or didn't really materialize. Hard to say. Okay, Riga. I think we should probably bring them up to strength before we start sieging Riga with the Freikorps. At least where we can. Northwestern Whites do have 94, that's not a lot. Yeah, we need to bring them on fighting strength, that's the most important thing. Okay, Smilton here is occupied by a corps, interesting. And I did exactly the opposite from what I said before, in terms of fighting strength. But that's okay, let's bring them here into position. We hold this position over here. I think we can actually go to Tartu. I will reinforce a bit already over here. As much as we can, and then I think sooner or later we're gonna like tighten here the grip on Riga and start the siege. Smilton here is an interesting target, but that's really annoying that we don't have the strength to do anything here about Wesenberg. But we could hit the Latvians here. Ah, it's a core right now. Oh, we moved in a core. Interesting. Okay, I think in this case we have to actually also dig in here a bit before we get punched too hard ourselves. Rather take this field here. Yeah, the train. won't be used this turn. Sadly, we should have moved so we can use the train for shooting on Riga. We're gonna also get these guys up to 10. Yeah, it's annoying that he is able to hold Wiesenberg here. This helps him a lot. Would have loved to shorten the line here tremendously. Maybe we have to redirect our core actually up to here. Let's see. Any research we need to do? Rather waiting to buy new stuff or to help out with these, so nope. Here I want to increase the pressure slowly. I think I also want to get a glimpse on what's going on in Baranovici. Okay, it's not occupied since... No, by the way, we're turning the south here, since I think we're gonna get reinforcements quite soon from the Poles from Silesia. We still cannot finish them off. Wow. I'm gonna... Alright, I think I'm going to bring these guys here. They should not be able to see them here in Chitomir. I'm gonna fortify them. If they get destroyed, no worries, they should be here in supply 5, so we can buy them back cheaply. I'm gonna get Rada before they get. These guys get called to bring the division, the HQ here back to Rovno. Here we'll reinforce here a bit. Yeah, this is unfortunate here with Kiev. Can we? No, nothing. Yeah, but Kiev will be lost. Let's try our luck over here. One. Come on. I feel like I'm gonna use the tanks over here. Yes. Oh no! Finally. Nice. Yeah, I was thinking to bring these boys a little bit more down, but okay. Alright, I wonder if I'm not 100% sure if the guys are here going to surrender immediately or if it takes another turn that we have to take also Sambor. I think it's gonna be the surrender of those guys. We'll be able to fresh up here Zelensky HQ, and I think with these boys we're moving here to the east to help out versus this attack on Kiev. Probably gonna lose it, but if we can retake it, even better. Yep. And then the next Polish army that's going to be incoming at some point will be directed here towards Minsk. Let's actually try to move ahead a bit. Oh, interesting, okay, the enemy is trying, it looks like there's actually a defensive perimeter around Minsk itself. Good to know. I feel like, unlike me, the enemy is setting clear priorities. There's full defense apparently here, then trying to take Kiev probably for the plunder. No offensives or anything over here, just seizing whatever is possible. And then the hardcore offense here onto the Uralian troops. Makes it easier for us, I guess, to decide where we're going to invest and what we're doing exactly. These guys go to Uman. Blocking off the advance here of the Heroites. They're gonna surrender anyway soon. Then let's find out if Kherson is occupied. No, it's not. Are the Brits already here? Find it kind of a funny idea actually to lure them into Crimea, because I should get the Brits soon. Let's take Melitopol. That's something to find out. Let's do it. Definitely I want to take it quickly. Then I'm also gonna take Kherson. There are troops around here, Nikolaev, but yeah, as soon as possible I want to have them. Then I'm gonna go here to Mariupol with the boys, and I think I'm sending these cavalrists in to guard them a bit and as reconnaissance, and it doesn't look very strong what the enemy is offering here. So maybe I have to move forward sooner than later. I think we're gonna move here actually for some more reconnaissance. And the Mirovka is not occupied even. I think in this case I'm gonna quickly take the Don division here to also take it. Because it's a good warning signal, you know, we have actually the little MPP, no, it's actually too tiny. But supply and a warning sign, and the enemy has no supply base to attack or to threaten Novochelkassk from the north properly. Yep, for this reason I'm gonna use this division to quickly take it. Oh my god. Was this an elaborate trick of his? Damn it. It might have been. Wow. If so, congrats. I think this won't have a big problem to shoot down our Don division. Actually, this core. At least we're getting it. Should be getting it back on 5. That's the good thing. But damn it. Smartly played. I mean, okay, I would have seen it if the Cav would have been one more up. But that's what it is. It is what it is. Do we get any reinforcements this turn? Nope. But we can bring this Cav in here. I think I'll bring these boys to Luhansk nevertheless. And yeah, well played, Balthazor. If this is intentional, that he wanted to trick me to take with the same thought that it just announced that I want to take this quickly and easily and then being in position behind it, smart. Damn it. Outsmarted sucks. Let's bring the other Cav here so we have some more mobility and flank security here with the Cuban cavalry. The fighters are here. Okay, the rest looks great, but let's take care here of our first major weapon. So let's see if the enemy is how the enemy is set up here in Kamchin and Mikhailovka. This time here not. Just taking, here's the same idea again, just taking it for the quick security reason. Or what I mean, security reason for just quickly having it, moving here our HQ to Tsaritsyn itself. And then I think they have to stay here in this area. It's gonna be interesting to see what we're gonna do next here with the Don Cossacks. Was this smart? If I try to move them up north, I want them to have together, like I kind of want to group them under the respective HQs. Here I'm happy that we didn't die immediately, but they will probably die anyways. Sad. I should have probably taken actually should have taken the court maybe. Yeah, helpful, I'm not sure. Yeah, I mean, Astragan will not hold for too long. These boys, or Georgian or like Caucasian troops might help out a bit here. Yeah, but now we see already how it's getting. There's gaps. There's gaps everywhere. Oh, we can potentially also move actually British fleet over here. We could have done this before. To use them to maybe bombard somebody over here. That's, yeah, it's tiny, but tiny effect, but might make a difference. Okay, that's it for the southern ones already. I mean, yay, Tsaritsyn, that's a great one. This one I'm really like, oh, I'm so sad for the Don division. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta take risks, and I think my argumentation line was valid, and here it did work out every single time, so it's okay. And we secured Tsaritsyn. Do we have any partisans here? Not at all. And I think, and I hope that we would get some extra troops with Tsaritsyn itself. I think what I'm gonna go for now... Yeah, let's move here to Uralsk, actually. And try to cut them off a bit. Since the enemy seemed to have marched completely to the east first, so maybe we might have a chance to strike a bit here. But not like that. I don't want to risk the... No, I don't want to risk a core for a partisan 1-to-1, especially since this is the problem here with the... Yeah, we lost already annoyingly troops here. This is Ural Cossacks already, and they have really limited MPP. That's their main setbacks, despite strong troops, let's say, at the beginning. This is the main problem. So therefore, I'm not wasting, I don't want to fire out too much, and here we are starting a retreat. Most definitely this division has to flank us here, hold the line here. Question is, are we bringing the core to the city of Perm, or just the division is enough? These guys remain here in bits. Actually, we have to bring a unit down here to also protect a bit the HQ from this side. Good that we ordered a new division already. Let's dig in here. I think then in this case, I mean, nope, Ufa is still manned. In this case, I'm also going to retreat here. No reason in keeping this forward position. Quickly take Orsk down here if nobody's coming, whilst the rest is rushing back. Yes, we have to focus here in the inner perimeter with everything we have. It's quite simple, I think. If the enemy is so quickly pushing everything in our direction, that's what we gotta do. $89, and can we buy something with the Ural Whites? Nothing really useful for us. The core, second core of... Oh, nice. That's we're gonna definitely save up for this one and buy it back. This was one of these with supply 5. That's great. Yeah, with I feel like we might, with the terrain and the supply, and if we played very tight here, we might hold out for a bit. Let's see, and see what we can do with the others in the meantime. Oh, that's... We're coming to find their dens of iniquity and corruption. Check your mail. Okay, I will check my mail. I haven't done this yet. What he wrote me. Hope there's no evilish next move incoming. Okay. Weird. Like we are doing the same. Maybe we aren't so different. Okay, well, we checked. Yeah. Where was I at? Like, I'm actually done, right? Damn. You get this. This is such an intriguing scenario. You get always lost a bit, and then you always. It's not that huge in the end. I really like the scenario a lot. Very interesting, and these guys can dig in. And yeah, once again, if they come, they can move on Crimea right now. If they want to, they shall come, because we're bringing the Brits and they can fight there actually. And before they might even get to Simferopol, but Sevastopol for sure not. That's too far away and there's no supply. Yeah, interesting stuff. I mean, we have now 266. That's basically the stuff we can use. At Northwestern Whites we're gonna save up, and we have 266 with the Southerners. And yeah, we could do some research. We have still 75 open, right? Was actually considering double-shitting logistics, but let's be honest, I think I just want to simply either buy a Ukrainian core or a Southern core to get some more boots on the ground, some more punch. And I think the Southern core is going to be actually to start the first Cuban. Yeah. Oh, let's start with the 4th army and then we do the Cuban cores. Cuban, not Cuban. Yes, there we go. I should also actually hit confirm purchase down here. Alright, and the rest we're going to save up since we also still have reinforcements over here with these boys and so forth. We're not on full strength everywhere. Yeah, but seems to be it. Tsaritsyn has fallen, very great. 4 months after the conflict has started. We should have done this here a week before, but to surround them slowly, but okay. It wasn't so clear that the enemy was pushing so hardcore in the east at this moment. Alrighty. Then, let's finish the turn quickly together, or is there... Oh yeah, the Poles. Do they have any research with 75? That is quite urgent. I wouldn't say so. I mean, they have a tank, right? We could... Yeah, let's do this actually. Yeah, let's do it actually. Tank development. They have already a tank out and we could use this to strengthen them a bit. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Alright, guys. Then I'm going to finish this turn. Let's see if there's any more events coming around. Kiev. Okay, we'll lose the city. Losses. Fall of Tsaritsyn flowers. Bolshevik fighting spirit. Great. West Ukraine surrenders. Beautiful. Poland plunders. Also really nice. Oh, nice. That frees up a lot of troops. Poland annexes Galicia. Blue army. And there we go. This is what we're talking. These are the guys that can march on Minsk. Oh yeah, there you see mutinies. I thought it starts in October, but okay, we're gonna... There they get a supply hit, which is really nice. Bavarian Soviet Republic is crushed by the Freikorps, yeah. So once again, mention this like a different story, well, interesting one, and that's it. That's it for this turn. Here you see our MPP income and so forth, and then I'd say, or you let me know down in the comments what you think, what you want to see. What do you think, and so forth. And of course, if you haven't yet, it would be simply fantastic if you leave both me and Balthazor a like and subscription to support our channels a bit and give us a thanks to for our work here. Thank you so much for watching and being here, and then most importantly, see you next time in the next episode when we hopefully keep on pushing into the hearts of Russia. Let's see. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye. Your Strategy Wolf.